And we are on. Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Let me introduce myself. My name is Logan, and this is your home for timeless personal growth and development. You guys know what time it is? Yes, it's story time. So get ready, get relaxed, get caffeinated. Because here we go. And on today's episode, what we'll be talking about is how to win people's affection. So maybe you're someone that's struggling. Maybe it's struggling in a relationship that you have in your own life. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family, but maybe that relationship isn't as good or strong, or don't have a positive connection with that person as much as you would like. So you're trying to put all this effort and to do all these things to try to win that person's affection. Number one rule is affection, you can't win it. You gotta earn it. Just like everything else in life, you gotta earn someone's affection. And contrary to popular belief, is actually the more that you try to win someone's affection, the more you're trying to work hard to really please that person, do all these things to win their affection, the less they want to give you that affection. That affection needs to be not bought, can't be negotiated with, can't be bribed with things and money and possessions. It's got to be earned by a connection. It's just got to be earned by how does that person feel when they're around you? What emotion does that person associate you with? If you're doing all these things for that person, but if they associate you with some sort of negative emotion like stress or discomfort or irritation, you're still not going to win their affection, and you're going to have a negative relationship with that person. Even if you're doing a lot of positive things for them, it's not about things, it's about the emotional connection. How does that person feel when you're around you? So I'll give you guys a good example. I have a cat. I don't know if maybe some of you guys have a cat too, but what's a cat's behavior? How does a cat usually behave? If you go and try to shower your cat with love and affection, like the same thing you would do with a dog, right? Dogs respond very well to affection. You go and give them affection, and they want to give you affection 24/7. Dogs are easy. You kind of put the quarter into a dog and the machine just goes. With cats, a little bit different. Cats, with my cat, I go and I give my cat affection, lots of affection. She gets annoyed, she gets irritated, she growls at me, and she just goes and does her own thing. But when I'm sitting calmly on my chair, reading or watching TV, then what she'll do, she'll come walk to me and rub herself against my foot. She'll walk away and she'll come back and do the same thing. I won her affection by literally not doing anything, just hanging back. That when she comes to give me an affection and show that affection, I return that affection. And that's the same thing with people. People are the exact same way. Maybe some people are different than others, but it's the same concept. Let that person come to you at their pace. Let them decide when they want to come to you to give affection. You don't decide when to go give, I want this person affection, so I'm just going to go and just spoil them with time and energy and attention. It's like, no, if they don't want it, if they're not ready for it, if they're not comfortable with that affection, don't do it. It's the same thing with children. Especially with children that aren't connected with you. If they're connected to you and they're emotionally invested into you as a person, they value you and your time and your opinion and your validation, they're going to come to you when they're ready for you to give that attention and that affection. But if a parent or a child, maybe they don't have the best connection, and you're always going to go to them to get that affection, or honey, come here. Always telling your kid, come here, come. I want to spend some time with you. Come here. Just if they're not into it, if they're not ready for it, you can't force that. You can't force that attention. When they come to look for you for that attention, then you can establish that connection and let them go. You can come back and then let them go. It's not complicated. But when you're continuously looking for that affection, if it's something, when you're relying too much on that person's attention to make you feel good about yourself, that's when problems are going to occur. And that's when the connection is going to fall apart. Because that connection, affection, and that mutual respect, it's got to be mutual, right? If you're always chasing that person and always chasing their affection, always chasing their time and chasing their respect, you're going to chase them right out of your life. It's got to be back and forth. And depending on the relationship, it's got to be a 70-30 rule. I don't know if I've explained this to you guys in a past video about the 70-30 rule, but if you're let's say you're a parent and you want to establish a better connection with your child, with your little child, maybe your 5 or 6-year-old child, they should be coming to you for attention, not you to them. When they come to you for attention, that's when you establish a connection with them. So 70% of the time, that little child needs to be coming to you to get your attention. If you're always going to them to get their attention, you're going to smother them, especially when children get older, into adolescence, adulthood, when they want that time and that space and that independence away from their parents. When they're young, that's when the time is to establish that connection. And then when they grow older, just let go a little bit. Let go. 70% of the time, they need to be chasing you for your attention and your time and your affection. The other 30% is for their parents to establish that connection. Their children need to be the one doing the chasing. You're the one doing the connecting when they are chasing you. Like I said in the beginning of this video, you cannot ever win or bribe or negotiate anyone's affection or respect. You need to freaking earn that. And it doesn't matter what relationship it is. If it's a parent-child relationship, if it's a friendship, if it's a marriage relationship, whatever, it's got to be mutual respect, and you got to earn that time and attention and earn that status with that person. You see someone you like, maybe see someone you want to be friends with, you got to earn that. You got to earn their time and respect. You got to establish a connection, establish a rapport, establish the lines of communication, and slowly build that connection, that relationship with them, with the interactions that you have. But that person needs to associate you with those positive emotions. So when they see you, if it's a colleague or a friend, and times when they see you in the hallway and you pass them, like, oh, that when they see you, in their head, they're excited to see you because they've associated you with positive interactions and positive emotions, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. And that's where you form the friendship. But if someone's always associating you with not so great emotions, and you got to be aware, you got to be in tune to how the other person's thinking and the other person's feeling, and get out of your own goddamn head. Stop thinking about what you want, stop focusing always on your anxiety, because what's going on in your head is not going on in their head. So be in tune with how the other person's thinking, how the other person's feeling, and maybe what the other person's may not be communicating with their words, but communicating through the nonverbals. their actions, their vibe. Build that social acuity. Build that intuition for other people, and then you'll know how they feel about you. If they're not feeling great then about you, then work on that. So they associate you with positive emotions, and then they're going to want to open up and give you that time and that respect and that affection. And that's all you got to do. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video and if it was of value to you, you can smash like button, subscribe. You know what to do. All that jazz. And if you want to see past book reviews I've done or past videos at the Storytime show, you can do what you got to do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you all in another life. The next video will be on August 7th. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to tune in and see. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.